What's going on, Robo Fiends? It's your boy Dak 908. I know I'm back from the dead. Some things happened, some things that I couldn't necessarily avoid. When my computer broke down, and to fix that computer, I had to sell my PS3 so I can pay for it because I didn't have any money at the time. But I got it back. All's good and well. And then the launch of the Wii U and all that crap. I played that forever and ever. But I'm sorry I've been away so much. It's just so many things happen. Got so many things going on, so many different projects. People asking me to do a whole bunch of things for them. I have other videos for other people I do for them. I have community things that I'm doing for other people as well. I don't even really upload my channel like every day like I used to. Now it's like almost 3 times a week. But new year. Today is January 1st, 2013. New year, new day, new Dak. Let's get some things going. I actually wanted this new year to start off in the sense of I want to get back on track. Fuck the bullshit. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go back and uncover all the games that I used to play. I'm gonna keep moving from there. But enough of that prolonged introduction. Let's get into this build. This is a Fortress Quad build, requested by my man ProNastyNick. He's been with me since like day one. He's been sending requests all day. I really appreciate him for doing the things that he do and sticking around with your boy. But this is my Fortress Quad. I didn't give him a name. Normally I give ACs a name, especially if I really like them, and I should really like this one. I think I really do. Although I don't have any gameplay for him, because I'm not a pilot. I'm just an engineer. I like to pilot. I would like to be those stupid fly pilots, but unfortunately I am not. But here he is. He's a Fortress Quad. I tried to do this. I tried to make it to where his defenses, kinetic, chemical, and thermal, were like 1500 a piece and everything, but in order for me to do that, he wouldn't be very good on the battlefield. It's best to leave those tank rolls to tanks, So this is the closest thing I can get to him, get to a tank quad or a Fortress Quad, without, I guess, like leaving you ultimately defenseless. Sometimes if I was to actually make you at least 1500 piece on the defenses, it would seriously come down to the skill of the pilot. Like, you'd have to be Jesus in this cockpit, okay? And unless you're not Jesus in this cockpit, you might as well want to just kind of base your build off of my build here. But here we go. Let's start off with the legs like we always do. We are running the Viso legs. These legs I used quite a bit. These were the original legs that I had equipped for Black, my sniper quad. In a sense, he can technically be called a Fortress Quad because his heavy counterpart I built to be like a fortress, but he's still a sniper. So, and he can hold his own because he has an array of weapons as well in case he has to drop the sniper roll. So I would have based him off of that, but that AC was tuned to me. So I'm giving you guys a general build. Viso legs, highest AP. That's what we're going for. I believe there's other ACs, yes, other legs rather, with higher chemical defenses. But I told myself, well, with a defense of 2, 3, 5, 8, you don't really need to worry about too much more of that. If anything, we're looking at other defenses. Load capacity is at its maximum. Energy consumption is moderate. Not the best, but again, moderate. Cool thing about these quads is that they have a floating capability. They can hover in midair and rip straight from FromCheng's mouth. They can act like attack helicopters, if given the right amount of firepower on the battlefield. So, maybe you have some ground units doing their own business, and then you have some guy in a Fortress Quad maybe with exceptional floating mobility, like this altitude control, the fact they can like kind of smooth around. What am I thinking? They can float. Okay, they float very, very well. Quads float very, very well. You can like hover down on people and get the drop on them, with the quad legs. Alright, moving to the head. Beowulf. To be dead serious, there's only a few other heads in this entire game I would probably ever use. 90% of them are mostly shit. Yeah, most of them is mostly shit. Some of them I'll replace Beowulf with, like maybe Prosthesis. Maybe if I want to get something else out of it, like say here, scanning performance and jam performance. For the most part, scanning performance. It acts almost like Beowulf, but with more scanning performance. So I'll probably use this head for like a more mobile build. But I still want to snipe a little bit, or have long range weapons and whatnot. But Beowulf is the beat all head. If you can't really decide on what to go on, just go Beowulf. It's not gonna hurt you. It's really not. He's probably the best head in this entire game, bar none. So that's that. Juton core, very good core. Lots of people use this core simply because it's simply amazing. You know, it's like Big Daddy Cert. You know, AP is up there, defenses is there, weight energy consumption is moderate. You know, everything is just it works. You know, it really does. It's tried and true, much like Beowulf. It works. It's not the best core. There's many different cores for many different playstyles, but when it comes down to it, you can't really knock Juton in any shape, form, or fashion. When confused on a part to run as a core, you might look at this one first. Another part I would run, maybe not for this build, but as a not necessarily a countermeasure, but when I want the resistances and such of Juton, but I need to go a little bit lighter, I'll probably run UCR 10. You know, the defense is quite high and it's practically up there, but you know, it's lighter and less energy consumption. So that's how I see it. All right, moving over to the arms. We're running KT1S4. Was that /ILKUT2? I did 2 because, you know, it was left or right. You know, I just chose left. But running these, due in part to their firing stability, they have some of the best in the class. If they don't have the best in the class, it's because they require too much energy and it's not very, very efficient. You know what I mean? Except these, but these they don't have very good, you know, defenses. There's a few other problems with them. They don't necessarily work for me. These arms right here, they just don't. You know, when you put it on and you try them out, it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel the same, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? Let's think we're lacked on the AP over here. So these arms, they tend to do well. So either these arms, or maybe if you want to go foolhardy, you might want to try out the dual shoulder arms. If you want to change up your shoulder weapon to something else, like a subcomputer or anything like that. Normally when people use subcomputers, they like to run dual shoulder compatible arms. The best out of the subcomputer. So it's that. FCS glance. There's only 3, maybe 4 FCS used in the entire game. Glance is one of them. One being pre-dire, the other one being, I think it's called Pro something. No, no. Izumi, pre-dire, glance, and I forget how to pronounce the wide angle one. It's the one that gives you the most subunits. I think is it that one? Yeah. And missile locks, I think. There's one that gives you, yeah, this one gives you 6. Only really use those for, like, if you're trying to make sentry builds, for the sake of the subunits and the missile locks, and if you want to make like a missile boat class. But all in all, you want to roll with, you know, glance. Gets the job done. Everything's right on it. The size, range, it's great part all around. Generator. Since we're gonna run a lot of heavy duty weapons, because this is a quad. I've been using this generator a lot, simply for the fact that it has an enormous energy capacity, and among other things, it's actually, it says it's in the balance build, but it's a bit more than balanced if you catch my drift. You know, it kind of leans a bit, but in a good favory way. So this will be good for it. It's a bit heavy, but you know, it's okay. We have the fattest legs for those reasons. But like I said, the energy capacity output is great on it. We need all this extra energy because we're going to be running some pretty big fat weapons, you know. So moving on, we're running Burai. Compensating for the fact we have so much energy, I decided to use a high power booster. Also from the compliments of FromCheng as well. I like to give credit where credit is due. Between Burai and Defang, Defang, I call it whatever. It really depends on preference. I chose Burai in this matter for the high power boost, you know, just to get the little extra kick out of it. But a lot of people like to run Defang because it's just more efficient in many ways than most. So again, it's up to preference on that. Recon unit, you know, ER is just what the pros use. Is the best one to use. In general, it's just the best one to use. Battle rifle, Strakoza, tried and true, and Tansy, tried and true. Can't hate on the 1-2 punch. Been running this 1-2 punch since the game been, you know, launched. So a lot of people run it. I definitely love to run these weapons. I'm actually right now I'm in the works of making more Strakozas. That's why they're all like not really worked on. But Strakoza and Tansy rifles up front, that's not a bad choice. Or you can run dual Strakozas. They've been working since day one too. Although after the patch they kind of been lessened a bit, but still they can get the job done. Alright, now missiles. Of course, since we're making a fortress squad, we're gonna run missiles. Now missiles come in, you know, well, in usefulness. This AC comes in two iterations. You got short range missiles and you got vertical missiles. Now in my opinion, I prefer vertical missiles. I'm running with this missile due to its ammo capacity. It just has, you know, has more. A lot of vertical missiles. Let's see if there's any in here. No, vertical missiles would be neck, I believe. A lot of vertical missiles don't necessarily have ammo capacity for it, you know, just not that much. So again, preference, however you see fit, whatever you're fighting, the battlefield, you know, whoever you're going up against, it really depends on how they play, because a lot of things that comes into making ACs really depends on who you're going against and what it's being used for. If you're going against an enemy that's rush heavy, well, maybe a vertical missile might help, but if you're gonna go against people who try to like extremely bum rush you, like swarm even, maybe a short range missile with a higher speed, higher cruising speed and top speed could actually help you out, and with a bigger payload. So, you know, preference, you know, whatever's going at you. Riding on the back, we have dual Kurosawas. Why? Why not? You know, 10,000 attack power. You know, if you get hit with this, even with the tank, you're gonna be saying, "Hey, who the fuck hit me?" You know. And if you going against like those medium light units with dual, if you hit them with both, they might be gone. Like, no joke. Fortress Squad, big guns. You know, these take a lot of weight and a lot of energy, so that's what that big generator was for. And I think you know, missiles take they're normally heavy. But yeah, here we go. Rocking it all day, every day. The dual Kurosawas, high power weapons. You know, you want to put as much hurt on the enemy as possible, while, you know, having a lot of defenses. So this is that build. You know, unfortunately there won't be any gameplay due to a lot of other constraints. We couldn't actually acquire any gameplay for you. One thing I might do though is maybe just upload some gameplay of it by itself. You know, just for the shits and giggles. So if you guys want to see some of that, then by all means say so in the comments. Also, the last few builds I made, I still have, no, I don't have anymore. Dang, my computer, it got completely wiped, completely spick and span clean. I have no videos at all. I was about to actually say that, well, I can upload some of those other gameplays, because people seem to like the fact that I actually upload a gameplay at the end of my videos so much, courtesy of FromCheng as well. He tested those builds for me, so big shout outs to him. But unfortunately I can't do that today. But this is the build. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any more requests, by all means, don't forget, go ahead and you know, say something in the comments if you'd like to see more. But anyways, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, Top Robot Fiend, signing out. Peace.